Hello, trading has closed on July 6th, 2017. Let's go over our calls. After Monday's trade, we said the most likely thing is we gap down sharply when the market reopened Wednesday. Next most likely would be that we close a little change and gap down today, and that's what happened. Yesterday we showed a wave count, which based on Fibonacci relationships argued for this high holding and a strong move down right from the open. We had some price targets. They were hit. They were resistance levels. We also get to cross an old price target off the list from June 29th. You can see it was support here and resistance here. Today's pattern gives us some new price targets. They might print, they might not. When you're in a strong impulsive move down, when you're in a change in trend, a major change in trend, that's when these things are more likely to fail to print in their preferred time frame. Here's an ultimate buy signal, no time limit on that one. And here's the thing saying that was false and that was false. This one obviously retraced, this one hasn't. And that's our target. The week of Independence Day is one of the most strongly positive weeks of the year. So the fact that we're dropping that week is not good. This is a pattern which almost always closes near the day's high. It's negative when that doesn't happen. The negativity is invalidated if we gap up sharply tomorrow and promptly take out this high. I think it's unlikely, but nothing's impossible. If that doesn't happen, I expect to see lower prices at some time during the day tomorrow. It doesn't mean we have to close lower. It just means lower prices should print. There is some evidence for a recovery tomorrow. We have these higher targets. We have the NASDAQ McClellan oscillator at its lower Bollinger Band. That tends to be associated with lows. There's also the action of the volatility index. Here's a 30-minute chart. Here's bar number 13 of a sequential buy signal. If this were all that was going on, I wouldn't pay too much attention to it, but it does say that we're getting seriously oversold. Well, this is my original count. I was thinking that because of the fib relationship that this would hold and we truncate for wave 5. It certainly is possible with 1, 2, 3, 4 and this being 5. But wave 2 and wave 4 look pretty similar to me, and they're supposed to alternate. Could be this is A and B and we're coming to C and those numbers will print. Or it could be that's a 1 and a 2 and another 1 and we're in for a big collapse here. This is the indicator I haven't really used much. But so far, if that's number 25, we're following the script, and we're supposed to be dropping to number 20, which is about 23.52.72. Doesn't mean we have to go there tomorrow. Well, here was my original count, but it's not the only count. It's pretty tough to see this completing 5 waves and this truncating to me. It's not the only count. Here's a different way to count it. Suppose that's a 1 and a 2, and that's a 1 of smaller degree. We had a 78.6% retracement, and now we're in wave 3 down of multiple degree. if that's what's going on, it's possible to calculate some price targets. Here's your stilt. Here's your stilt. The origin of the left stilt usually holds the first time you check it. Usually it's support, here it's resistance. If we set it equal to height of the stilt, equal to 38.2%, we get a fib target of 2397.32. If this count's correct, and if that's the height of wave 1, and wave 3 is equal to wave 1, you get 2397.26. The number's the same. And what makes it interesting is that that price, wave C, would equal exactly twice wave A. So I expect to see lower prices at some point tomorrow. If we drop, I have a price target just around 2397 plus. And if we rally, I have price targets in the low 2420s. I think if we do rally, it should be after an early drop and then rallying early. It doesn't have to drop first, but it should rally early. If we can't recover early and we start dropping on a Friday, it's pretty hard for me to see how we're going to recover. Of course, the non-farm payrolls report tomorrow is a wild card. Could change everything. But unless that causes some very unanticipated action, I look for lower prices tomorrow. With that target, a recovery is possible, and this is my target if it happens. And I think we'll know before the first hour or so's up which it's going to be. I'm looking for a pattern with a high in the first hour and a low just before lunch. We'll see if that works. And that's today's call.